and welcome back. We are learning about living world and their classification. We have seen the hierarchy for classification, that is kingdom, subkingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, where genus and species are used for binomial nomenclature. We have seen what is biodiversity and why do we need biological classification, the contributions of certain scientists towards their classification. The present one which we follow is given by Robert Whittaker, given as the 5-kingdom classification. And what are the criteria that he used? The first criteria was the type of cell, whether they are prokaryotes or eukaryotes. Second, if they are eukaryotes, whether they are unicellular or multicellular. And third, if they are multicellular, the mode of nutrition. Thus we have 5 kingdoms: kingdom Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Today we shall see the characteristics and examples of 3 kingdoms, that is kingdom Monera, Protista and Fungi. So first is kingdom Monera. What was the first criteria that Whittaker used for classification? Structure of the cell, whether they are prokaryotes or eukaryotes. So all that is prokaryotes comes under kingdom Monera. So that is the first characteristics. They are unicellular. They are prokaryotes because they have prokaryotic cell. What is prokaryotic cell? The cell which do not have a clear nucleus. They do not have a cell organelles, etc. Their cell is just plain one round-like structure. Everything is within in the cytoplasm. No clear nucleus. They are prokaryotes. Okay. So the first characteristic is they are unicellular with prokaryotic cell. They can be either autotrophic or heterotrophic. Autotrophic means they prepare their own food. Heterotrophic means they have to depend on others for their food. Okay. These are the 3 characteristics. What are the examples? All bacteria and blue-green algae comes under kingdom Monera. Now the bacteria, some are very useful to us, whereas some are very harmful to us. Sometimes when we have stomach pain or loose motion and the doctor suggests that we should take some curd or yogurt, and I am sure all of you have tasted it. What does it contain? It contains small rod-like structures which are called as Lactobacilli bacteria. What is it? Lactobacilli bacteria. Lacto is related to the word milk and yogurt is created from or made from milk. That is why it is known as Lactobacilli bacteria. It is very useful to us. We can also observe them under the microscope that we shall see when you come back. There are some bacteria which are not useful to us, which are harmful to us. Example, Clostridium, Staphylococcus, Streptococcus. Even some food poisoning and all, and we start vomiting, diarrhea and all, they are caused by these bacteria. So you should know the characteristics and their examples of kingdom Monera. Now we shall go to the next kingdom, that is kingdom Protista. Now what was the second criteria of Whittaker? If they are eukaryotic cell, they are either unicellular or multicellular. All that is unicellular comes under kingdom Protista. So that is the first criteria. They are unicellular with eukaryotic cell. What do you understand by eukaryotic cell? They have clear nucleus, cell organelles with proper membranes, no proper covering. Okay? They can be either autotrophic or heterotrophic. Now, autotrophic examples are Euglena, bollworts, because they contain chloroplast which gives chlorophyll pigment with which they can prepare their own food. Heterotrophic examples are amoeba, paramecium, etc. We have seen the structure of amoeba. Amoeba has in their structure something like this. You can see these parts like this. They are known as pseudopodia. They are false foot which they use for their locomotion. So some Protista use pseudopodia for their locomotion. Some have cilia, that is fine hair-like structure. You can see that on the outer lining of paramecium if you look at the image. Okay. Then some have flagella. Flagella is like whip-like, ribbon-like structure. So these are used for their locomotion. What are the We have amoeba, paramecium, volvox and euglena. Please look at the images on YouTube. Very nice pictures you can see over there. Okay. If you happen to keep flower petals in a water container for 2-3 days and just strain the petals out and look at the water, you will see it is a clear, transparent water. You feel it is very clean. But you take one drop from there, observe it under the microscope, you can see small organisms moving over there. What are those organisms? They are amoeba. So even if the water looks clean, neat, there are microorganisms present over there. The same with stagnant water, even the pond water, all this where water is already logging over there. That is why we should be very careful with the water that we drink. Though they look clear and transparent, they can be microorganisms in it. Okay? Now we shall go to the third kingdom, that is kingdom fungi. Now we have seen that we take a set, all the prokaryotes comes under kingdom Monera. If they eukaryotic cell, they are unicellular or multicellular. So all the unicellular came under kingdom Protista. And if they are multicellular, then here consider the criteria mode of nutrition. Whether they prepare their own food, or they absorb the food, or they intake the food. Fungi absorb the food. That means they are multicellular. If they don't prepare their own food, means they are non-green. If they are green, they contain chlorophyll, they prepare their own food. They are non-green. That means they do not prepare their own food. Surely they have eukaryotic cell. Since they do not prepare their own food, they are heterotrophic because they depend for their food on the decaying organic material. And since they depend for their food on decaying organic material, they are called as saprotrophs. These saprotrophs, that is these fungi, contain on their cell wall is made up of tough complex sugar, which is known as chitin. We know that every organism is made up of cell, okay? Now they have plenty of cells because they are multicellular. Each cell wall is made up of tough complex sugar, which is known as chitin. The examples are mushroom, aspergillus, etc. Mushroom all of you have seen, it is quite big that we can see. They also have the structure, fine hair-like structures or thread-like structures. Suppose you keep some bread or something for 2-3 days outside in the moist, then you can see some structures comes up on it, some fine structure. They are also known as fungi. Even some pickles or food things in the canned food and all, is open and kept for some time, you can see some things coming over there. They are all fungi. So that is the example for fungi. So you should know about all three kingdoms, their characteristics and example. That's all for today. The remaining we shall see in the next class. All the best.